Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 1, week 12, spring 2025. Again, day number 1, week 12, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight, certainly a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening classes. Let's begin. We could head up. You can write this, what I have. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday, the 24th of 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. Write this down for me, please, before we move on to anything else. Again, write this down for me so we can get right into it. Hopefully you all had a wonderful weekend and we can start class refreshed and ready to go so that we can continue in our exam preparation. So let's go ahead and one thing about exam preparation, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent and persistent. All right, so we got this. Let me know if y'all have this before I move on to the next line.
Yes.
I got it. All right, so the first question that I want us to look at is where is Jaden Gomez? Okay. Let's go ahead and go on to the first question. I want Aiden Deal. Aiden Deal, can you read this question for me, please? At a weather station. Go ahead, Aiden Deal, can you hear me? I can't hear from Aiden, so I'm
Excuse
gonna.
me, Mr. B.
Yes, Cyan.
I gotta go quickly look for a pen because I lose my pen in school.
Yes, we can. Where's Ivory? Ivory, can you hear me? Ivory McKenzie? Ivory, can you hear me? Ivory comes to class, but I am unable to hear her speak. So Ivory, you have to speak into the mic. And Genesis, let me let Genesis read. Genesis Anna, go ahead. Read this at the weather station.
At the weather station, a balloon is released every 6 hours, day and night. Calculate the number of balloons that are released in 1 week.
Very good. Are y'all writing this down? Or y'all just looking at the screen?
Yes, sir.
Only Smith is writing this down. The rest of you, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Laura. I need you to write this question down, please, and we're gonna work it out together. Antoine, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, what was the topic?
It just practice questions.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead. Antoine, read the question for me, please.
At a weather station, a balloon is released every 6 hours, day and night. Calculate the number of balloons that are released in 1 week.
Very good. Very good. And one more person to read. I'm gonna ask, where's Chloe? Chloe, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please, at the weather station.
At the weather station, a balloon is released every 6 hours, day and night. Calculate the numbers of balloons that are released in 1 week.
Very good, in 1 week. All right, any ideas on how we're gonna get this done? I want to figure out how many balloons are released in 1 week. Someone have an idea? Let me know. If you have an idea, anyone?
14 balloons.
14 balloons. You give me the answer directly. I want to know how, if you say
Yes,
14, how we get those answers? How we gonna?
I had to count in twos.
We count in twos.
Yes, sir.
Explain that.
24. Oh,
Go ahead, explain it.
What I do? You see, I would say 6 hours day and night, right?
Yeah.
I'd say for one finger,
Mm-hmm.
that's 2 right there because it's 6 hours for day and night, and I keep going until I reach 7.
Until you reach 7. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else want to try?
yes, sir.
Go ahead, Genesis. Go ahead, Genesis, sweetie.
24 divided by 6 equals, because 24 hours in a day, and then it's 6. Yeah, so they'll tell you how many times the balloon was released. So that's 4.
I can't walk.
For that 1 day. That's for 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I times 24 by 7 because it's
I could barely hear you.
24 times 7 because 24 hours a day is 7 days a week.
Okay.
So I have 168 and then I divide the 168 hours for that whole week by 6.
Uh-huh.
And then I got 28.
Okay.
And then I times that 4 by 28.
So what's your answer is
112.
112. All right. Anyone
Um,
else?
But
I have an answer.
Mr. Batin, can I
Um,
make a try?
Go ahead, Shania, and then Amaya.
You do 6 times 4 because it's 24 hours in a day. And then you go and you divide 24 hours by 6 hours, which give you 4. And then you times the 4 by 7 because you say in 1 week you get 28.
So your final answer is 28.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Amaya, you wanted to
I have the
try?
same.
Yes, sir. I have a similar process. So because it's a balloon every 6 hours, you have to find the amount of balloons that were released daily, which is 4, and then 7 days in a week. So 7 times 4, which gave me 28 balloons.
Okay, so she got 28. Anyone else? Anyone
Right?
got? Go ahead, Genesis.
Yeah, I did this wrong.
I said
I got
24. I said 24 hours in a day, and a balloon is released every 6 hours.
Mhm.
So 24 divided by 6 is 4, and then 4 times 7 is 28 times 2 because it's day and night is
Mhm.
46.
Okay. All right. Does anyone else wanna? Did anyone else get anything other than 28? Okay. So let's go ahead and answer this, right? So the first thing I want to figure out, right, is I would want to figure out the number of hours in a day. Okay. So how many hours do we have in a day, class?
24.
I only hear like 3 persons. How many hours do we have in a day?
24.
24.
Yeah, 24 hours in a day. Very good. And how often is this balloon released again?
Every 6 hours.
Every 6 hours.
Every 6 hours.
Every 6 hours. So if we want to figure out how many balloons is released in a day, right? So, I mean, I did it by number of hours in a week. Oh, I did different. I said, okay, y'all did it by day first and then y'all multiply. I said, okay, well, if there are 24 hours in a day, how many hours in a week? If you know that there's 24 hours in a day. How many hours?
144, right?
What you did?
168.
24 multiplied by what?
7.
By 7. By 7, right? So 24 multiplied by 7. And let's do that. 24 multiplied by 7.
I got 168.
So 24. What you got?
168.
Okay, good. 7 times 4 is what? 7 times 4 is what? 8?
28.
28. 28, put the 2 down. Put the 8 down, put the 2 up. 7 times 2 is what?
14 plus,
Plus
2
2
is 16.
16.
Very good. So how many hours in a week?
168 hours.
168 hours. Very good. And so, okay, so we know that there are 168 hours in a week. And how many balloons is released every hour? I mean, how many balloons is released every 6 hours?
1.
1 balloon, right? So that means that the number of balloons that we're going to get in a week is going to be what? 168 divided by 6, right? Because a balloon is released every 6 hours. So it's going to be what? 168 divided by what? 6? So how many times does 6 go into 168? That's going to be what? 6 into 16 goes what?
I got 28.
6 into 16 goes what? Twice, right? 6 times 2 is what? 12. 6 minus 4 is what? 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Right now under 8. Very good. How many times does 6 go into 48?
8 times.
8 times. Very good. 6 times 8 is 48. And so we say 48 minus 48. So 8 minus 8 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. And so that's what we have. So that means that the number of balloons that is released in a week is going to be what? 28. So my answer here is going to be 28 balloons. How many persons got 28 balloons? How many of you got 28 balloons?
I got that.
I got that.
No,
28
sir.
28
Kind
balloons.
of.
But see, I overthink this and I gone times it by 4 again. I don't know why I did that.
No.
I did
Oh.
28 times 2 because I got thrown off by the day and night thing.
Oh, okay, the day and night. I see what you're saying. All right, so this is very simple. There's none hard, but there's different ways that people did it, and some people did it by day first, right? They said, okay, let's do it by day and then multiply that by 7. But what I did, I said, you know what? If there's 24 hours in a week, in a day, right? 24 hours in a day. All I need to do is multiply that 24 by 7, right? That's gonna give me 168. And then I'm gonna take the 168 and divide it by 6 to give me 28 balloons. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know if that makes sense, please. Let me know if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
I
You don't know?
One more time.
Okay.
I just reach.
Okay. Take a
I trying to
screenshot.
write it down.
Take a screenshot of it because I'm about to move this. I don't want you to
Give me a minute.
Yeah. All right, so Danielle Johnson, where's Danielle Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Are you paying attention, Danielle?
Yes, sir.
Have you written this down?
I'm starting to.
Okay. Joel.
Sorry, I apologize.
I spelled balloons wrong? Yeah, I did. Okay, so balloons. Okay, good.
Excuse me, Mr. P.
Go ahead.
Oh, you fixed.
Say it again.
I was gonna tell you spelled balloons wrong for the answer.
Oh, but I fixed it. Yeah, thank you. All right, go ahead, Danielle. Danielle, explain how I got 28 balloons, please. Danielle Johnson.
I can be honest, I ain't paying attention, but I writing it.
You have to be paying attention, Danielle. Go ahead and read the question for me.
At a weather station, a balloon is released every 6 hours, day and night. Calculate the number of balloons that are released in 1 week.
So how many hours in a day, Danielle?
24 hours.
Very good. If you want to figure out how many hours in a week, what must we do?
So you're the multiply the 24 hours times 7.
Very good. Because there's 7 days in a week. And that gives us what?
So 168 hours.
Good. Now we know that every 6 hours a balloon is released. So if you want to figure out how many balloons are released in a week, what must you do?
So you divide 168 by 6.
And that gives us
28.
What? And that gives us 28. Okay.
28.
Class, do we understand this? If so, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Before we move on, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that for me before we move on to the next question. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. The answer is 28 balloons. Again, the answer is 28 balloons. All right. The answer is 28 balloons. Where is Brown? Brown, are you there? I don't think she can even speak. It's another issue. Where's Brown? Brown, are you there? Someone in there. I think that's one of my new students. Brown. That's all I see as your thingy. If you are able to speak. If not, type inside the chat to let me know that you're here. All right. Okay, so Do we have this class? I mean, before I move on, do we have this? Have y'all sent in your work
Yes,
to
sir.
me already? Let me know, please, if you already sent in your work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let's move on from this to the
Yes, sir.
next. Good. Into you. Okay, so next question. Let me move all this school here. Can y'all see this, or I have to bring it down? Can y'all see the top?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Can you bring it down a little, please? Yes, please.
bring it down. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this down. Let me bring this down because I know y'all can't see. Cannot see. Okay, good. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Shavarian, read the question for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Shavarian, read the question for me. Where's
Given
Shavarian?
that x equals 7 and y equals -4, calculate the value of x to the power of 2 plus 3y.
Very good. And Joseph, read the question for me, please, given that. Joseph. Joseph Kalma, read the question, please.
Given that x equals 7 and y equals -4, calculate the value of x over 2 plus
X squared, X squared.
3 x squared plus 3y.
Joseph, do you understand how to do this? Or you don't remember? Or you don't know?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? All right. Cleveland. Read the
Yes,
question
sir.
read the question for me, please.
Given that x equals 7 and y equal -4, calculate the value of x
X
over
squared,
2
X
plus
squared.
x squared add 2 or plus 3y.
No, just X squared plus 3y.
X squared plus 3y.
Very good. Class, do y'all know how to do this? Do y'all know how to find the
Yes,
exact
sir.
value of this?
Yes, sir.
Y'all sure?
Yes, sir.
I don't know how to
Yes, sir.
No.
No, sir.
I think so.
Think so?
Yes, sir.
If you know the answer, put it inside the chat, please. If you know the answer, put it inside the chat. What y'all got when y'all did it? What y'all-
61.
61,
37.
61, 37,
61.
61, 45, 37. I'm seeing different answers. Can y'all just get a consistent answer? 28. Crimson got 208. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
you had to call a name though. Was that necessary?
Always.
Wow, Crimson. Well, you're the first one for the week. You can see Antoine, Antoine lying low, Antoine lying low, and Antoine, he ain't want to smoke this week. Antoine say, yeah, I good, I straight.
I'm not talking for the rest of the class. Thank you.
Antoine, why you typing, man? Why you not talking? You scared? Antoine, Antoine and Alea, y'all scared this weekend. What happened?
I put my answer.
Mr. Boutique, Mr. Boutique. I type my answer in the chat and I say it out loud. What else you want?
All right. What y'all got? What everyone got? Let me know what y'all got, please.
I'm still calculating. I'm almost there.
Still calculating?
37.
I guess it's a number in the alphabet. A number in the alphabet? How could be a number in the alphabet? There's no number in the alphabet. Smarty pants. All right. Where is?
There's a number in the computer alphabet.
That is why algebra doesn't make sense.
All right, go ahead, Amaya non-home. Can you explain how you got your answer? Or you just
That's all.
okay, go ahead, try.
I substituted the x with the 7 because x equals 7. And I rewrote it.
So we know
as
that x,
7
so we know that x is 7 and y is what?
4. Negative 4.
Okay, good.
Oh, never mind.
Mhm.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Find somebody else to
I know,
explain.
right?
No way. Oh man.
X is
Mama, so
7,
I can explain
y
it.
is negative 4. Yes, yes.
I can explain it, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Joel. Go ahead.
And then we put 7 squared because
Oh, so you wanna
x is equal to 7.
okay, so let's do that. So we know that it's x squared plus 3y. So like Joel said, we're gonna substitute, right? So wherever we see x, we're gonna
Yes,
put
sir.
what? We're gonna put what?
7.
7. And wherever we see y, we're gonna put what?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Very good. We're gonna put negative 4. So let's substitute, right? So it's gonna be equal to what? 7 squared, right? Plus what?
3.
Plus 3 times what?
4.
Times what?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Very
Negative.
good. Negative 4. Very good. All right. So what we're gonna do? What is 7 squared?
7 times 7.
Who said that?
49.
49.
Who said that? Very good. 7 squared
That's 7
is,
times 7.
is 7 times 7. 7 times what?
7.
7.
Which
What is 7?
9.
What is 7 times 7?
49.
49. Very good. Okay. 49. Do y'all understand that? 7 squared is 49, right? Y'all got that,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, good. And
Mr.
then
Petit, I thought you're supposed to subtract it.
we say
But
7.
3.
It's 7 squared is gonna be what? 49. And what is 3 times negative 4?
Negative 12.
So it's negative 12.
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Okay. So 3 times negative 4 is gonna be negative 12. Why?
That's why.
Negative times a positive equals a negative.
Very good. A positive times a negative is a? It's a?
Negative.
It's a negative. Very good. So what we're gonna do now? We know that a positive times a negative is what?
A negative.
A negative, right? A negative. And so what that means? That means that we have to do 49, take away 12. So let's go ahead and do that. 49, take away 12. So 49, take away 12. 49 minus 12. And then we do 9 minus 2 is what? Class, what is 9 minus 2? 9 minus 2 is what? 7. Very good. 7. And then 4 minus 1 is what?
3.
3. Very good. So the answer is
37.
37. 37.
I know how I get my answer
37.
wrong.
All right. Who all got 37? Who all got 37? Let me know if y'all got 37.
I got it.
37 crew.
Got it.
So
I got it.
Okay, excellent.
Mr. Petit,
mhm.
I must say I am very worried now. Because them 2 questions we just did was the ones I thought was right. And the ones after that was the ones that I had the problem with. These was the
Wow.
ones I was happy about. Now I don't know what I could do on this exam.
Well, that's why you're in my classes, right? At least it's before the exam, not during. All right. Do I need to explain how I got this again, or y'all understand it? Anyone who have any questions? Who do not understand how I got this?
Just explain it one more time so I could sink in.
Okay, Jada said, let it sink in. Okay. Where is Dior? Dior, are you there? Okay, so Dior, we have x squared plus 3y. What is x? X is what? X is what? 7. What is y? Y is what? -4. So whenever we see x, we need to put what? 7. And whenever we see y, we need to put what? -4. Very good. And so we substitute. This is going to be 7 raised to the power of what? 2. What is 7 squared? 7 squared is what?
7 times 7.
Which is what? Which is what? 49. Very good. Plus, what is y? Y is what?
-4.
-4. Very good. 3 times -4 is what?
12.
-12, because it's a -4. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. And so then we have 49. Where did we get the 49 from?
7 times 7.
7 times 7. Very good. Right? 7 times 7. And it's going to be 49 plus -12. But, Dior, but positive times a negative is a what?
Positive.
No, positive times a negative is a what? Dior, positive times a negative is what?
Negative.
Negative, very good. So it's going to be 49 minus what?
-12.
And what is 49 minus 12? We figured that was what?
37.
And so what's the answer going to be?
37.
37. Very good. Do you need another one just to like practice? Are y'all good?
Yes.
Y'all need
I
another-
think I good. I just had to remember the negative sign.
Okay,
Okay, I think I got it so far.
you got it. Does anyone need
Another one like the first one was I came in on.
the you mean the number of balloons?
Yes, sir.
No, that one hard to think about. I can't understand on the fly. I ain't AI. Well, okay, let me show you how I got that then. Let me review that. Okay, let's do that. Class, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, do you have that first slide? Do you have that? Do you have it like written down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically
Yes, sir.
they want us to figure out the number of balloons, right? But they say that
Yes, sir.
for the week, but they say that every hour, every 6 hours, a balloon is, released every 6 hours. So what I did, right, was I tried to figure out how many hours in a day, and we know how many hours in a day. How many
24 hours.
24 hours, okay? So if we have a week, how many hours would be in a week if there are 24 hours in a day? It's gonna be what?
7 times 24.
7 times 24, which is what?
168.
168. That's how we got
Yeah.
the 168. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. And so, okay, so we got that. So, but every 6 hours, a balloon is released. So if I want to figure out how many balloons are released in a week, I just have to take 168 and divide it by 6. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You understand? So that's how we do it. That's just a arithmetic word problem. Let me give you one more like this, right? I want to give you one more like this. Here's the thing. Top 10. Let's do top 10. Top 10 in the chat. Top 10 in the chat. Top 10.
Hold on.
Top 10 in the chat will get called. Okay?
Wait.
Top 10 in the chat. Wait.
Hold on, Miss Badina, I'm ready.
You're ready? Trust me.
Is
If
it
you're
okay?
re-
Let's
Hold on, I
five.
need to grab my
Look like-
book.
If you're-
60 seconds. 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Listen, y'all better make sure I get this done in. So x, let's say x is equal to 8. Okay. let's say that y is equal
We
to,
write this down.
writing it down, you don't write it, just put the answer inside the chat, but you might need to write it down to get it. Okay, but put your answer inside the chat. Y is equal to, let's say -3. No, I'm sorry, -4. I'm sorry, -4. And the equation is x squared. So we're gonna find the value of x squared plus 3y. Put your answer inside the chat, please. Again, put your answer inside the chat. Again, put your answer inside the chat. Obviously, top 10 will be. How do you all have answers already?
Mr. Potato, isn't this the
The
same
piece of
question you
lion.
just
The
gave
piece of
us?
lion.
No.
Lion
The
is
same. The same. The same. X is 8. X is not 7. Wow. Put your answers inside the chat, please.
Mr. Potato, you have to get the answer
Again,
right? To be
again,
on
put
top
your
ten?
answer. Yeah, I got to get the answer right. Okay. Okay. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Boy. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Are y'all done? Are y'all still calculating?
We done.
I'm done.
Finish?
I rushed up, so I don't know if I'm right.
I literally finished just now.
You just finished just now?
Just put it in the chat.
You just put in the chat. My. Wow.
Mr.
Anyway,
I feel like this is a ripoff because I tell you hold on and you didn't hold on.
I did. I waited like a whole, like
3 seconds.
10 seconds.
A whole 5 seconds.
Miss Petita had
Exactly.
book.
Exactly. You don't need no book for this.
Yeah, Mr. Potato, I put my
can't do good. My mental math is not great.
Oh my. All right. Well, you're competing against people whose mental math is quintessential. So, you know. All right. So let's see. Top 10. By the way, what your answer is? What is the answer?
-12.
52.
I have 52.
I have 52.
I get 52.
At least I get
I also got 52.
Wow.
We did it right. I right it.
Wow.
I'm trying
I
to
got
rush.
I got 50. Y'all sure y'all got 52? Sure?
Yes, sir.
I put it in the chat.
Oh,
I'm working right now, Mr. Potato.
wow.
I got 52 too.
You got
Yeah, but I can't get the square up on top of the x squared.
I just
plus-
want to answer. I just want to answer.
Oh, okay, well, I did that and then I got 52.
Okay. Wow. Wow. No one got any no one got any answer other than 52? Anyone else got any answer other than 52? Okay. All right. Where's Laura? Where's Laura?
Yes, sir.
You know your job? There we go. Top 10. Who think they're part of the top 10?
Me,
and
me. I actually put my answer a bit too late.
Who think they're part of the top 10? Okay. Number 1, Shanair. Number 2, Ralph. Number 3, please do not type inside the chat. If you type inside the chat, it'll lower the list so I can't see. Number 1, Shanair. Number 2, Ralph. Number 3, Alea? Really? Wow. Number 4,
What that's supposed to mean?
Empress? How Empress get 4th? That's crazy. Tayden is 5th. No, not Amaya. Tayden. After Tayden, it's Ronald Rule. Very good, Ronald. Then Kamani. Then Nakaria. Then Antoine. Okay. Then Nathan. Then Charlitha. And Amaya. That's the top 10. Okay.
Mr. T, who came last?
Which one?
How close was I? How close was I?
Genesis, you were 11th.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Mr.
were
T,
11th.
who came last? That's all I have to say. Who came last?
You.
Please, not the second time in a row.
All right, so let's go ahead and answer this, right? So we have x squared plus 3y. What we gonna do? We know x is what? X is
Eight.
X is 8. Answer is gonna be what? 8. 8
Squared.
what? 8 squared
Squared.
plus what?
4. Y.
3
3
open
times 4.
times negative
Negative
4.
4. Sorry.
Means
Negative
also
4. 8 squared is what? What is 8 squared?
8 times
8 times
8 squared is what?
8 times 8.
8 multiplied by 8. What is 8 times 8?
64.
64, very good. I mean, not from our timetable, so it's going to be equal to what? 64, right? Plus
Negative 12.
3 times negative 4 is what?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Negative 12, very good. Open bracket. It's going to be equal to 64
Take a
positive times a negative is what? Negative 12. What is 64 minus 12? That's going to be what?
52.
64 minus 12. 64 minus 12. That's going to be 52, yeah. So the answer is 52. Very good. 52. I got 52. All right, moving right along from this. Okay.
Good evening, Ms. Batik.
Good evening.
Can you check the job, please?
No problem. So why you didn't try this time, Ren?
Because it will be annoying.
Ren say if you try, you'll always be top 5. I don't believe that. I actually don't believe that. But we'll see. Try the next time and we'll see. All right. Y'all probably can't even see this question.
I actually can see it.
Y'all could see it? You could see it?
See, I had a phone.
No, sir.
No. I mean, obviously not right now, but let's see. Okay, good. How about, can y'all see it now?
Whenever you talk, your name shows on the top of the screen.
Yes,
so
sir.
you must click.
Oh. How about now? You still could see it? Or when I talk, it still covers it?
When you talk, covers it.
When you talk, it covers.
Oh, so that high? Okay, no problem. Let me bring it lower.
Mr. Patik, they can move the name tag.
They can move the name tag? How could they move the name tag? Someone help them.
We
For
can.
real? How?
How?
I don't know about that, but mine I can move.
You said yours, you can move it?
I double click and I move mine.
Press on the thing.
Press on, double click and just move it.
When you enter full
Just
screen,
drop, mine is just drop
That's
down.
not working.
No,
It's
but
not.
computer because I'm a iPad.
It's movable.
It's movable? Okay. So some
Mine
people
only
is,
goes one right.
some people it's movable, so others it's not movable. If you're using a dinosaur device, then you know. No offense, but you know.
Excuse you, Mr. Petit.
I said no offense.
Dinosaur
I said-
device.
That's an alliteration, by the way. I was teaching you all alliteration. I was just, you know. All right. Alea, tell them I wasn't being mean. I was just trying to.
He
you
was
know.
being
Wow.
just
God.
gonna say it's a
You
or.
trying to teach us something?
Wow. Thank you.
You gotta know your boys.
I know, right? All the time. Clearly. Liliana. Let me pick a student who is a very nice student. Liliana, can you read number 3, please?
Calculate the remainder when the sum of 486 and 985 is divided by 83.
Very good. Thank you. And Deja, where's Deja? Deja, can you hear me? Deja? Again, I'm from Deja. Daxia Smith, where's Daxia? Daxia Smith, are you there? Where's Daxia? Daxia Smith. Can't have from Deja or Daxia. What happened to the D's? How about D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? D'Angelo. D'Angelo Smith. Okay, can't have from D'Angelo. Dior Smith.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read the question, please.
Calculate the remainder when the sum of 486 and 985 is divided by 83.
Very good. Do y'all know how to do this?
No,
Please tell me y'all know how to do this. Do y'all know how to do this?
I
Yes,
know
sir.
how to go
Yes, sir.
halfway and then I got
Can you explain it, please?
Why am I explaining sum and remainder and why am I doing that?
Excuse me, Mr. D. Hello.
Yes,
Can you
yes.
define
Go ahead.
remainder,
I
please?
understand.
Can I try?
Go ahead, Chanel. Chanel says she want to try.
Can you add the two numbers and then divide your answer by 83?
But what is my remainder?
Your remainder is when you add. Never mind.
Do it and then tell me. Do it and then tell me.
The remainder is after you done divide out and you don't want to turn the number into a decimal so that like
Alea, what's the answer?
extra piece.
Alea, what's the answer?
I almost done with it.
Oh, great.
Good answer.
Okay, is it 60? Is it 60?
You got 60?
I tell you, I don't know how to do it, but that's what I end up with. I don't know if it's right.
All right. She said 60. Anyone else got 60? She said 60.
I did.
Good.
Oh boy, if Empress says 60, it's wrong.
Oh no!
No, poor Empress. Oh no!
All right. How did you what are we gonna do for this? What are we gonna do for this?
The add.
Okay, let's do it step by step. They say when the sum, what does sum mean? What does sum mean?
Addition.
Sum means
The
sum.
answer you get adding two numbers.
Very good. So let's add 486. Okay. And 985. Let's go ahead and add them too. It's gonna be 486.
1,471.
That's what we're talking about. Thank you, Miss Morris. 985. Okay, so we have plus. What is 6 plus 5? That's gonna be what? 11. Put the one down, put the one up. 8 plus 8 is
16 plus the 1.
Plus 1
17.
is 17. Very good. Put the 7 down, put the 1 up. 9 plus 1 is obviously 10 plus 4 is 14.
14.
I got 1,471. Did y'all get that? 1,471.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so that is
Yes,
what
sir.
we get when we add them. Now it's the sum. Are we done though?
No,
No, you
sir,
have
we
to
gotta
divide it by
divide.
No,
eight.
sir, you have to divide it by 83.
We have to divide, right? And so if we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
divide, we're gonna say divide. So we're gonna say 171 divided by 83. Okay, do y'all know how to divide by 2 digits?
I get
Yes, sir.
17.72228.
17.722.
17.72.
Say it again.
I
Say it again, Empress.
get 17.72.
Oh
I
boy.
got
Also got the same thing.
Same thing.
I want the
17.75.
remainder. I want the remainder. I want the
The
remainder.
remainder is
That's
70.
60.
What is the
70.
remainder?
60.
Gosh.
It's
my
60,
goodness.
Miss Petit.
60.
60.
I don't understand this. Some people tell me 72. Some people tell me 60. Some people telling me different stuff. What is the remainder? All right, let's go ahead and divide it because I don't know what if y'all skip grade 3. All right. How many times does 83 go into 147?
One.
No times.
147. 100,
One.
One time.
147. Tayden, where's Tayden? Tayden Johnson.
Oh,
mean, you
I
mean
thought,
no
I thought, no, sorry, I misheard it. Yeah, one, sorry.
No, you didn't miss. No, I
Yes,
don't
I
believe
did,
that.
I
I don't
did, I
believe
did.
that.
I
I do
swear,
not believe
okay.
that. 83
Wow,
times 1 is
wow.
what? What is 83 times 1?
83.
83, very good. Subtract. So 7 minus 3 is what? What is 7 minus 3?
4.
4. We can't do 4 minus 8, right? So we have to cross that out.
Minus
That
14.
becomes 0. This becomes what? 14. So we are
14.
we're borrowing from the one and never to return back again. So I don't know if that's borrowing or stealing, but
Stephen.
yeah, I think it's more like thieving. Not even stealing, thieving. All right. So we say 14 minus 8. What is 14 minus 8? That's gonna be what?
6.
That's gonna be
6.
It's gonna be 6. All right, then we have to do what? Bring down the 1. How many times does 83 go into 641? How many times does 83 go into 641?
7.
7. Now with this one, we don't know, right? We don't know exactly, but let's try 6 times. Like I don't know in my head.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I don't know in my head. So let's try 6, right? So if we try 6, 6 times 3 is what?
18.
18, not 24, 18. So put the 8 down, put the 1 up. 6 times 8 is what?
48.
48 plus 1, that's gonna be
49.
49. That is too low, right? That is too low. So we can't use 6, right? Let's use 7. And I'm showing you how you could test it because I mean, no one really knows there are 83 times tables, but you could test and see what number you could use. 7 times 3 is what? 21. Put the 1 down, put the 2 up. 7 times 8 is what? What is 7 times 8? 7 times 8 is what?
56.
Plus 2?
58.
58. That's gonna be 581, right? Let's try 8. Because 581 is close to 641, but let's try 8. See if 8 might work. If 8 is too high, then we know we must use 7. So 83 times 8 is gonna be what? 8 times 3 is what? Put the 4 down.
24.
24, very good.
24.
8 times 8 is? 8 times 8 is?
64.
64 plus 2 is what?
66.
Plus 2 is what?
66.
66. So this is gonna be 664. Is this good?
Too
or
high.
It's too high, right? It's too high. So
Yes, sir.
we have to use what? We have to
7.
use 7. So we say, right? So we say 83 times 7. What is 83 times 7? That's gonna give us what? 581. And I'm gonna subtract what? 641 by what? 581. So let's subtract.
Yeah.
1 minus 1 is
0.
0. 4 minus 8. We can't really do that, so I have to borrow.
We
It's
got
gonna be 14 minus 8. 8,
6.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's gonna be what? 6. 5 minus 5 is what? 0.
0.
So 17 is my what? What is
Quotation.
17? 17 is my what?
Quotient.
Quotient. What is the quotient? Quotient is what?
17.
The answer I get, the answer, no.
The answer you get after
The
you
quotient,
divide two numbers.
the quotient is not the remainder, baby. It's the quote.
No, I didn't.
The quotient is like, it's like the answer you get after you divide. What is 83? What is 83? What is 83?
That's the dividend.
Why y'all say that with so much confidence? You could be confidently wrong though.
The divisor.
The divisor. Thank you, Alara. All right. So 17 is the quotient. 83 is the divisor. What is 60?
The
The remainder.
60 is the remainder. Okay. 60 is the remainder. And so that means that it's going to be what? 17 remainder what?
60.
Remainder 60. Remember we used to do 17 remainder 60, remember? In those primary school days. So the remainder is what? What's the remainder?
60.
Remainder is 60.
So long.
So Ren, where's Ren? Ren, don't
Yeah,
change your
yeah.
answer. Don't change your answer.
What you mean?
Do not
I been say 60.
do
I
not
been say 60.
Look in the chat.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I have proof. I could screenshot this. You
what
said
mean?
my answer is 72. Your no.
Wait. I say 60 before I put 72.
No, but you said 72. You switched back to 72.
All right, Mr. Petit. Okay, Mr. Petit. Okay.
And Ren is the main one. Oh, if I participate, I'll be top 5. If I participate, I'll be top 5. No, you won't.
I won't.
I believe this class bullying.
All right, so this is gonna be what?
Mr. D is a certified drool.
This R is the remainder is 60. Okay, do we understand
So you
how I
only
got
just put
60?
the 60, you don't put the 70.
But Mr. Petit, this is bullying.
No, the answer is 60. The answer is 60.
Okay.
They just want the remainder, didn't they? And that's what they asked for. Calculate the remainder. They just want the remainder. So they don't want the full answer. They specifically ask you for the remainder. So we have to figure what the remainder is. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's-
Mr. T,
Go ahead.
Empress is always wrong, right?
No, Empress is right. Empress is right. This time.
This time.
All right. Do we understand how we got 60, or y'all need another example on this one?
Another one wouldn't hurt,
Another one?
but I understand it. Yeah, another one wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Do y'all need another one?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do another one.
So,
Okay. And this one is what? Top 5? Ren, top 5?
I never go in there because I can't type fast.
15?
Okay, hold on. I
Ren-
get you straight, Mr.
Ren,
Petit.
top 5?
I get you.
Ren,
Hold on,
15?
hold on.
Ren,
I get you straight.
Ren, you better be in top 5. Trust me. You better. Class, do not let Ren get in the top 5. Where's Alea?
Mr. Petit, stop throwing strays.
Where's
Mr.
Alea?
Petit, stop glazing.
Yes, sir.
Alea, who else? Antoine, Crimson, don't let him get a top 5, please.
I could try.
I'll try.
All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So it's gonna be 60 for this one. Let's do one more. Okay. Do one more. You know what? I'm gonna put it right here. Just put the answer inside the chat. I'm just gonna put it right here.
So don't write it in your book?
You could write it in the book if you want. It's just another example. This is not like officially.
okay.
This is for the top 5 spot. But I'm gonna shout out the top 10. Okay. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 427 and 982 is divided by 83. Let's use 83 again. Okay. All right, top 5 will be mentioned. Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your answers inside the chat. Put your answers inside the chat. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 427 and 982 is divided by 83. All right. Again, calculate the remainder when the sum of 427 and 982 is divided by 83. No one answer yet? Come on, man.
You don't see my answer in the chat? Hurtful.
Did I see yours?
See my answer to Mr. Petit.
Kinda, you post the answer. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
I put mine there too.
Okay. All right. I feel sorry for Ren.
Miss Woody, I just not say
Yes.
something bad about that. I say,
I see.
wait.
All right, put your hand beside the chat for me, please. Again, put your hand beside the chat.
I have my answer, Mr. Petit.
Who's speaking?
Ren.
You have your answer?
Yes, sir.
Ren, can you kindly tell the class what is your answer so everyone can know?
97, 98, my bad.
Say it loud and say it proud, please.
98.
98. You want to sound
Ah,
like
he
you're
did that.
confident. You want to sound like you're
I go
confident.
write it down.
You want to sound like you're confident, Ren. Say your answer.
98.
98?
98.
Okay, all right. And you think you top 5?
Yes, I'm top 5.
All right, no problem.
Numbers
All right,
above
no.
me. Oh,
All right then, no problem.
He ate that up.
Yes, he man, listen, he
Love the
top
confidence.
5. He top
love
5.
the
man.
confidence.
No crumbs left.
Listen. All right, class, what is the answer that y'all got?
81.
81.
81.
81.
81.
Okay.
Silenced. I was silent.
Don't worry, Rain. Your answer is right.
Ren. Where's Ren?
He's top 1. No way.
He's top 1. He ain't even top 5.
One.
He's top 1.
Top 1.
What?
Top 1.
Top one out of his
He's
answer.
top 1. He's top 1, man. All right, let's go.
Wow.
100% on the test.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and do it. So let's go on blank sheet. Okay, so we want the remainder. Select. Class, what the rest of y'all got? Most of them got 81. But what did y'all get?
81.
You got 81 too?
81.
Got 81. Crimson, what you got?
I don't even want to say it.
Oh gosh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We forgive, we forget.
Like, I didn't have 2 different answers and I'm close to none.
All right. The sum. Okay, we have to do the sum first. So the sum is 427 plus what? Plus 982. Good. And when you add them, what we get?
1,409.
1,409. Let's add
Oh
them.
my gosh, Mr. Petit. I
Mhm.
accidentally write 985.
That's a Maya?
Wrong. Yes, so
Oh gosh. Is the rush right? I know. 982. Okay, plus 7 plus 2 is 9. 8 plus 2 is 10.
10.
Put the 0 down, put the 1 up. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 4 is 1,409. Did y'all at least get that? Did y'all at least get that?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Y'all at least get that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ren, I can't hear you answering in the chat, man. I mean, in the class. Where's Ren?
I love the confidence skill. Why so quiet?
Behind the rock.
Ren is hiding. Ren, come on, man.
He's so disappointed right now, Mr. Petit.
No, Ren is not disappointed. Ren got
I'm not disappointed, Mr. Petit. I confidently say my answer's right.
All right.
I love the confidence.
Did you get 1,409, Ren?
I did.
Okay, good. Look at that. See? The rest of y'all need to be careful. Because
Follow the
y'all follow the crowd. He's 1 of 1. Right now we have the divide. Okay. We have the divide. So we say,
I did not even get 64.
gosh. We say 1,409 divided by what?
83.
Divided by 83. Okay. Okay, good. How many times does 83 go into? How many times does 83 go into 1,000? Sorry, 140. How many times does 83 go into 140? I'd say once. No, that's absolutely wrong. Let's multiply it. 83 times. We can multiply it by
2.
83 times 2. Let's do 83 times 2. Times 2. 83 times, but 83 times 2 is
166, right?
2 times 3 is what?
6.
6, yeah. And 2 times 8 is what?
16.
16.
So that's 166.
That's 166. So that's too high, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it have to be 1. Okay. So 83 times 1 is going to be 83 minus 0 minus 3. We can't do that. It's going to be 3. Put the 1 there. 10 minus 3 is what? 7. 3 minus 8. We can't do that. We have to borrow and never return. This is going to be 13. 13 minus 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 5. We bring down the 9. 579. How many times does 83 go into 579?
6.
8 times.
579. 83. You said 8. Let's do
6 times.
You said 6.
Yeah, about 6 too.
Let's do, you all say 6?
Yeah, to go 6 times.
Yes, sir.
Let's try 6. 6 times 3 is what?
On 6, that would be 498.
498.
No, 6 times 3.
Oh, 18.
18. 6 times 8 is
48.
plus 1.
49.
49. That's going to be 498. It's low, but is it the lowest? Let's try 7. Let's try 7.
I see where I went wrong. I see where I went wrong.
So when
7
you
is going to be high.
7 going to be too high?
Mm-hmm.
7 times 3 is 21. Put the 1 down, put the 2 up. 7 times 8 is what?
56.
56 plus 2?
58.
58. So that's going to be 581. 581 is too
High.
big. Too
High.
big, right? And so we have to do by 6.
6.
Okay, so 83 times 6 is what?
498.
498. 9 minus 8 is what?
1.
1. 7 minus 9 is what? Can't really do
You
that.
have to borrow.
Have to do borrow. That's gonna be 4. Put this there. 17 minus 9 is what?
8.
8. Now, what do we have here? Oh, look at this. What do we have here? What do we have here?
81.
81.
What do we have here? The quotient.
81.
The quotient is what?
16.
16.
The quotient. The quotient. G. The quotient. The quotient is 16. The divisor is what?
83.
The divisor is 83. The divisor is 83. And look at what we have here. Look what we found.
Oh, miss, even though I used the wrong numbers, my answer technically was still right. So I should be in that top 10.
The remainder is what?
81.
81. 81. How many persons got 81? How many persons got 81?
I did.
Okay.
My calculations were off a slight bit at the very, very end. My
Wow.
quotient was 16 though.
Wow, what you got wrong? What you put as your answer?
77.
77. Okay, 77. All right, so that means that the answer for the remainder, so this is the answer. Let me put the answer here. I'll put it in red. The remainder is what?
81.
81. 81. All right.
Mr. Petit,
It's the answer. Yes.
I have two questions.
Go ahead.
One is, what do you do when you have, like, where you have the long division?
Mhm.
What do you do when you have two zeros in the middle of that 1 and 9?
In the middle, right there? If you have two
Yeah, like
zeros,
what if that 4 was a 0?
if that 4 was a 0, then you would say how many
What would
times
you
does
do?
83 go into 100? It's still one time. And so it just will be 100 minus 83. Right?
Oh,
Right.
that was my next question now.
Yeah.
Because as in the picture I sent you, you could see I did like the short way. Like
Oh,
I
you
look
did
and
it.
see how much for the whole big number on my calculator. Would
Oh,
that be wrong?
no,
Do I
you,
have to write that on the paper too to tell them that?
well, I would definitely, because you want to find, your calculator is not going to tell you that the remainder is 81. Right?
Well, I kind of use my sense for that one. When I
Yeah.
saw the 17, I
Yeah.
say, okay, well that point something,
Uh-huh.
that's showing me I have to do long division, but
Exactly.
the top will be 17. That's what I did.
Exactly. So you could get the quotient with that. But in order for you to do the remainder, you have to actually do it. So whatever you got at the bottom here, after you finish the subtraction, that is the remainder. Okay.
With the last one, I got 60 still with the short way I did. So I was
Yeah.
wondering if that was wrong.
Yeah, you still could, because if you once it tells you your quotient, you could start off with that, so you know it's 16, and then all you need to do is just do 83 times 16. What is 83 times 16? That's 1,328, and then just do 1,409 minus 1,328, and you still get 81. So you could do it later.
So that's allowed?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because that
Because you
saved me plenty time
you
on the
already,
exam.
yeah, because you already have your quotient. So yeah. All right, how many persons got 81? Let me know how many persons got 81. Let me know if you
Yes,
got 80.
sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
did.
Yes, sir.
I did.
I get 81.
So,
Where's Ren? Ren, any last words? Any things you want to say? You know?
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
I want you to check the chat real quick.
Mr. Petit, may I say? I don't see nothing in the chat. Wow, he put 81. Wow. Way to go. Slow clap.
Wow.
All right, class, we need to give him a round of applause, man. You know?
Yes.
Yes. After all, he made it. All right, top 10.
Congratulations, comrade.
I know, right? Alora, where's Alora?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Thank you, Laura. First one, Empress.
Hallelujah. I ate that up.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Next, Kamani. Then Tayden. Then Alea. Then Jerusalem. Very good, Jerusalem. Then Amia. Then Zion. Then Amaya.
Mr. Petit, they make up that.
Then I'm looking now. Then Shanair. And then Joel. I don't even see you, Kino. Wait, Kino. I don't even see
That
your
was
answer. Kino, I don't even see you. Yeah, Kino, I don't even see your answer. I don't see your answer, Kino. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Yes, Kamani in the top 5. All right, so let's go ahead and move all this. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And let's move from this. Do y'all understand this question? Let me know, please, before I even move. Let me know if y'all get it.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense. Good. Okay, good. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and move from this fellow drawings. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and go here. I hope y'all could see this because I know y'all say y'all can't see it if it's too close. So let me bring this down. Yes, go ahead.
So with that previous slide, you just adding those two numbers to the top. And then when you get the answer for it,
divide it.
Dividing the answer by the 83.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all.
What the heading was? Because I didn't catch it at the beginning for the heading.
Oh, it is practice problems. Practice problems.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, let me show you the slide. Practice problems. All right, so we already done all this, did all this. Okay, so we already did all that. And okay, good. Next question, simplify. We have 19 minus 2, open bracket, 3 plus 9 divided by 4. Y'all should know how to do this, right? I'm pretty sure y'all know how to do this one, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have 19 minus 2, open bracket, 3 plus 9 is divided by 4. Destiny Hannah, are you writing this down? Where's Destiny Hannah? Destiny Hannah, sorry, not Destiny Hannah, Destiny Taylor. Are you writing this down, Destiny?
Yes, sir.
Good. Destiny Johnson, are you writing this down as well? Destiny Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work, Destiny? Send in your work.
No, sir.
You have to do that. You have to take a picture of your work and send it to me, Destiny. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Dexter Hannah, where's Dexter Hannah? Dexter Hannah, are you there? Where's Dexter Hannah? Can't really hear from Dexter. Elkonique Lloyd. Where's Elkonique Lloyd?
Yes, sir.
Elkonique, have you written this down?
I still writing it down.
Okay. Elkonique, have you sent in your work as yet, or you just arrived?
No, I haven't sent in my work as yet. I'm still writing on them as well.
Okay. Okay.
Last.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and take it. What y'all got for this, please?
13.
I also got 13.
Anyone else? What y'all got? Anyone else? What y'all got for this, please? What y'all got for this? No one? Anyone?
Yeah, 13.
You got 13 as well? Okay. Okay, good.
I also got 13.
Okay.
I got 13 too, Mr.
Okay. All right, so we have The first thing we're gonna do, for those of you who got 13, which y'all did first? What the first thing we got? First thing we did.
Parentheses.
The set in brackets. Yeah, the set in brackets. And so, what's her name? Aikisha, what two numbers are in brackets? What two numbers are in the bracket, Aikisha?
3 and 9.
3 and 9, very good. What is 3 plus 9, Aikisha?
12.
12, very good. So we say 3 plus 9. By the way, what's the acronym that we use for solving these problems?
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
Or BODMAS.
Please do not say BODMAS. We have a rivalry against BODMAS. All right?
I said PEMDAS first.
PEMDAS. I
I
mean,
said PEMDAS first.
if a teacher taught you BODMAS, don't worry, it's fine.
BODMAS all day.
Wow. Wow.
Woo-hoo.
Wow. PEMDAS, bro. PEMDAS, bro. Okay. So, PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The P stands for the parenthesis. The E stands for the exponents. The M stands for the multiplication. D stands for division. A is for addition. S is for subtraction. So 3 plus 9 is going to be what? It's going to be what?
12.
12, very good. What do we do at this point? We have
To multiply.
Where y'all see multiplication? I don't see no multiplication sign.
When you have
The
two
bracket
numbers
next to.
next to each other without a
Brackets.
sign, you multiply.
Bracket number next to bracket.
Very good. So that's a very good observation. A layer, right? Notice that we have 12 and we have 2. They are adjacent to each other, okay, side by side. So that means that we can multiply them, okay? So that's what that means. It means multiplication. Some people don't know that, but that means multiplication. I mean, I didn't know that at a certain point in time, probably when I was in my mother's womb or something like that. But nonetheless, 2 times 12.
I could relate.
2 times 12 is what we're gonna do. What is 2 times 12? What is 2 times 12?
24.
24, very good.
24.
24. So we have 19 minus 24 is divided by 4. We're gonna do first divide or subtract?
Divide.
Division.
Have to do division. Why?
Because D before A.
Because what?
Because the letter D is
before you add
before
up
the letter S.
Yeah, D is before S. Okay. I mean, technically she is still right, but that's a technical matter. So we do 24 divided by 4. What is 24 divided by 4? That gives us what? It gives us
6.
6. Very good. Gives us 6. And then we do 19 minus 6. What is 19 minus 6? That's gonna be? Yes, D'Angelo.
This look a lot like area of polygon.
Really? Okay. And we have 19 minus 6. What is 19 minus 6? That's gonna be what? 13. Very good. 13. Class, do we understand how I got 13? Let me know, please, if y'all understand how I got 13.
Yes, sir.
If y'all understand. We good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What's her name? What's Rashad Sinclair? Where's Rashad?
It just saw.
Do you understand how I got 13?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and explain how I got 13, please.
So we did 19 minus 2 and then 3 plus 9 in brackets.
Wait.
Divided by 4.
Wait, start again. What's the first thing that we did?
19 minus 2.
No, that's not the first thing we did. You can't start from these. You have to start from the parentheses, what's in the inside. Okay? So the first thing we did was we did 3 plus 9. Does that make sense? Rashad?
Yes, sir.
Because it says the P is for PEMDAS. The P is for parentheses rather. Okay, so we have to start with the 3 plus 9. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. After that, we did 3 plus 9. That gives us what?
12.
Good. Then we did what after that? 2 multiplied by what?
12.
What is 2 times 12?
24.
Good. And we bring down the 19. We bring down the 4. And what we do after that?
We did 24 times 4.
No, 24 divided by 4. Okay. 24 divided by 4. What is 24 divided by 4?
Pardon?
What is 24? What is 24, Rashad? What is 24 divided by 4?
6.
6. And then we subtract. It's going to be 19, what?
Minus 6.
Which gives us what?
13.
Good. So quick recap, Rashad, so you can understand. We do the parentheses first. You see that? Then after we do the parentheses, we have to do the multiplication. Okay? Because there are no exponents in this question. So you have to go to multiplication. So we do 2 times 12, which gives us what?
24.
Then we subtract or divide first.
Divide.
Divide. You always divide before you subtract. Okay? So 24 divided by 4 gives us
6.
And so 19 minus 3, we can subtract, gives us what?
19 minus 6.
19 minus 6 is 13. Very good. Class, do we understand this? Let me know if you all understand this, please. Again,
Yes,
let me
sir.
know if you all understand this.
Yes,
Please.
I sent you my picture of the work.
Good. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via Jaden Gomez. Is there Jaden Gomez here?
Yes, sir.
That's not your name, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
So your brother's name is what?
Jason.
Oh, Jason Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Have you sent in your workers yet?
I waiting for my mom to send me your WhatsApp contact for me to take the picture.
Let me go ahead and send it to you.
Okay.
The number is 42. Let me send it in the chat. 426-8891. Again, 426-8891. Torika Curtis. Where's Torika Curtis?
Yes, sir.
You want to explain how we got 13?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
We did the set in brackets, 3 plus 9,
Mm-hmm.
which equals 12. Then we multiply 2 times 12,
Mm-hmm.
which equals 24.
Mm-hmm.
Then we bring down the 4 and we divide 24 by 4, which equals 6. And 19 take away 6 is 13.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Good. Dexter Hanna. Where's Dexter Hanna? Let's move from this because I don't know how I get 727. How is that possible, bro? That's not, how? I don't understand that, man.
I'm moving fast.
Fast. Like, we just start class fast. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead, Crimson, on the diagram below.
On the diagram below, draw all the lines of symmetry.
You all know symmetry, right? You all know symmetry, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Google it to get it right.
No, sir.
How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? What y'all would think?
2,
2, 4. We count in 2 is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Both sides. I would
4.
say 4.
It's a 4. On the diagram, draw all the lines of symmetry.
4.
All the lines of symmetry. Kamani says 4 or 8. Golly. So Kamani, can you explain to us how you get 8? What's Kamani?
Okay. On this, on the graph paper, how I see the lines in the back.
Say it again.
Are we drawing this on the graph paper? Because I see lines in the
Oh,
back.
do you have graph paper?
Yes, sir.
No, don't draw on a graph paper. That could take too long. Just draw a simple diagram. This shouldn't be long. Okay.
What? I don't know how to draw.
We are looking for Tavana. Where's Tavana? Where's Tavana?
In PEMDAS, what does E stand for?
E stands for exponents. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where's Tavana?
I'm here.
I mean, if you want to take my job, like, you just could ask. You know.
Sorry, my bad.
Just could ask. You could ask, you know. Well,
Making good bit of money.
I just like to explain, man.
You could share my screen. I mean, sorry, you could share your screen. Very good, Tavana.
Thank you.
Okay, how are we gonna get this? We want lines of symmetry. What is a line of symmetry? What is a line of symmetry by definition? What is a line of symmetry? Anyone? What
A
do we
line
mean?
that equally divides two halves.
Very good. A line that equally divides a shape, right? So a line of symmetry is going to be a line that divides a shape into two equal parts, such that one side is exactly identical to the other side, such that if we would take one side and fold it onto the next side, they would match perfectly. Understand that? That's what I mean by line of symmetry. So let's go ahead and try the lines of symmetry on this, right? So I'm going to draw my line of symmetry. You're going to tell me if this is a line of symmetry or not. Okay. So
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can I screenshot it and like try and like do it on my device?
You can.
Hard to draw.
This is hard to draw. This is hard to
You
draw.
have to use the compass, maybe. The compass will do it straight up.
This is hard to draw. You see how easy mines look, or how quick mines is drawn. I don't know why you're taking.
You mean the AI generated thing?
No.
Like,
I work hard on this. I work hard on this, boy.
Lexi said she heard the.
Oh, Legacy. All right.
You could redraw the symbol.
Yes, I can. All right.
I can send you what I have, and they look nothing like this.
All right. What is this? Is this a line of symmetry?
No, sir.
No.
Too
Okay.
far out.
Okay. How about this one? Is this a line of symmetry right now?
Put it on the grid line, like right in the middle.
No. Why y'all tell me that everything I do wrong? Like, come on.
Because
you would have folded it,
Gosh.
wouldn't look the same.
All right. Let me. You say on the grid, right? Say on the grid. It has to be on the grid. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead and draw this on the grid.
Not that great. Not that great.
Mr. Petit.
Which grid? Oh, okay. Move it over. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
That's all I had to say, bro. I'm gonna move it over. Move it over.
Move it over twice. Move it over twice.
Twice.
Come on, y'all working me too hard,
One
man.
more time.
Y'all working on me. Y'all working me too hard.
One more.
I face it off the screen. That does not.
Y'all working me too hard. All right.
Math is easy to make it out.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to use the line and
Carry on.
straight in the middle.
All right. So we want to divide it. So that this will be my first one, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. It's a line of symmetry. Yes, I did. I just did that.
All you had to do is like TP it because it was too far.
Yes. This is my line of symmetry. Is this my only line of symmetry?
No, sir.
No, I can do another one. So let's do another one. It's gonna be boom. All right, and that's it. Only 2 lines of symmetry, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
You could do it like across.
No? There are
No,
more?
sir.
All right,
There's 2
let's
more.
try this side. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Is that a line of
No.
symmetry?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
opposite side also.
Yes.
One more.
And then how about this one? Is this a line of
Yes,
symmetry?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So altogether, how
Mr.
many
T,
lines?
you could draw that.
Say it again.
You could draw that.
I just did. I just draw
Mr.
this in front
T,
of
you
you.
didn't
No,
draw
like,
that.
like we know,
I just draw it. I do my
Mr.
perfect
T,
lines of symmetry.
I saw
just-
serious Mr. T. I copied it, literally copied it straight on off the screen. I put my paper on everything.
Wow.
It still look wonky.
All right, so this is what we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 lines of symmetry. How many persons said 4 lines of symmetry from the get-go?
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay,
I
good.
said
How does your diagram look? Does it look fancy like mine's and professional like mine?
I still tracing it.
I'll just send a picture.
Okay. But do y'all understand what I did though to get this? Do y'all understand?
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, a line of symmetry, okay, is going to be a line that divides a shape such that that divides the shape into 2 equal parts, such that one side is exactly identical to the other side, such that one side is the mirror image of the other side, such that if we take one side and fold it, if we take the image and fold it on the line of symmetry, they will like be exactly like meshed together. All right, that's what I mean by the line of symmetry. Yes.
Did you want to take a break? You stuttering a lot.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I just was trying to remember the definition of my head.
Some people's faces look like symmetrical.
That is very
I
true.
gave you it, Mr. Bootsy.
That is very true. Our faces are symmetrical.
The lucky one.
No, everyone's face is symmetrical. Everyone's face is symmetrical.
Not everyone's face.
Everyone's face is symmetrical.
No, Mr. T. No,
Never.
Mr. T.
I'm telling you.
Mr. Petit, one of my eyes lower than the next one.
Some people look like Lord Farquaad and Eggman.
Say, all right.
Like some people change this to the side too.
I mean, in general, right? I mean, obviously there are exceptions, right? But in general, our face is supposed to be. In fact, our whole body is symmetrical. We have one arm, a next arm. We have.
What if someone loses their arm in battle?
Leia, please. Like, this could be a long night. Thank God it's 7:26.
Put her down.
All right. But in general, our bodies are symmetrical. What else is symmetrical? Oh, this is also important. You know, it's symmetrical. All regular polygons are symmetrical. And you could tell the number of lines of symmetry by the number of sides. Pretty cool, right? Say, Mr. Petit, what do you mean? I don't even understand that. Let me explain. So for example, if we have, say, what is the simplest polygon that I could draw? The simplest polygon I could draw.
A square.
Well,
No.
Hexagon.
Stop.
Hexagon.
Stop. The simplest
Pentagon.
Gosh.
Hexagon.
What is the simplest polygon I could draw? Triangle.
A rhombus.
Triangle, golly. The simplest, a polygon has to have at least 3 sides, okay? It can't have no less than 3 sides because it is a closed figure, okay? So how many, based on my rule, remember I told you that a regular polygon has the same amount of sides as its line of symmetry. So how many lines of symmetry should this triangle have?
3.
It should have what?
3.
3, very good. So it's gonna be 1. Okay. Then what? Then 2. Then what else? Then 3. Okay. And if we have a square, so it has to be a regular polygon, which means that all sides and all angles are equal. And then if we have collateral joints, if we have a square, let me go ahead and draw my square because y'all could think I ain't draw it. I'm gonna take my time and draw this. Ooh, that was hard. A lot of work. All right.
Wow.
A lot of work.
A lot of work, man. Math is easy. Don't make it hard. All right. So then we're gonna.
Same thing on my paper now.
Then we're
Mr.
gonna,
Petit, where can I find this tool on my BJC exam?
so we put the arrow, that's gonna be what? Symmetry,
Tell us.
right? That's the first one. Then we're gonna be what? This one is gonna be this one.
I still want them Jimmy Neutron pills.
The next one. And then the promo code is in the description below. And then this one right here. And then this one right here.
Stop glazing.
And all right. So this right here is, it's basically this, right? Basically that. So you could kind of tell it could only have 4 because that's it. If it's a regular. So a square is a regular polygon. If it's a regular polygon, it's gonna have the same amount of sides as the line of symmetry. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that make sense?
Mr. Petit, your drawing is very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I work hard for that. You know, work hard.
You know the
All right.
sticker?
Yeah, I know the sticker. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's move on to the next question. Oh, that's a good question. Let me go ahead and move on to it. So hopefully y'all get this one. I think y'all should get this one. This is a good, easy question next. Let me move this on this. Erase all this cloud drawings. So, Genesis. Travanti Cooper. Where's Travanti? Travanti. Where's Travanti? Travanti, are you sending in your work?
I can send it right now.
Okay, before you do that, read this question for me, please. Coffee break.
Coffee break.
Coffee break. Travanti, it's right on the screen. You guys gotta read it. I'm not hearing from Travanti. Jemiah Miller, where's Jemiah Miller?
No, I was gonna ask.
Jemiah Miller, where's Jemiah Miller?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the question for me, please?
Coffee break prepares coffee containing.
If you're speaking to the mic, you're very low. You're very low.
Me?
Go ahead now.
Coffee break prepares a blend of coffee containing Arabic beans and Brazilian beans in the ratio 4:3. A. Calculate the weight of Arabic beans in a blend of 455 grams.
Thank you. Jasmine Rose, where's Jasmine?
Yeah.
Read the question for me, please.
Coffee break prepares a blend of coffee containing Arabica beans and Brazil beans in the ratio 4:3. A. Calculate the weight of Arabica beans in a blend of 455 grams.
Very good. And Jaden Gomez, where's Jaden?
Yes, sir.
Can you go ahead and explain how we're gonna get this?
I believe you'd use division.
Explain what you mean.
I'm not sure. Like, I think you have to divide the 455 by each one of the numbers in the ratio.
And then do what?
So I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. That's no problem. Does anyone want to help her? She doesn't know how to do this.
You would add 4 plus 3, and then you divide that by 455 grams, and then you'd multiply whatever you get from as the quotient, and that'd be, and then you would times the quotient times 4.
Very good. Alea, thank you. Anyone else want to try? How are we gonna get the weight of the Arabica beans in the blend? What are we gonna do? Anyone else? So in order to do this, right, the first thing that we would need to do, to be honest, is we need to figure out what is one equal part. How are we going to figure out what is one equal part? One equal part. One equal part. Y'all are very quiet in this.
You'd add.
No, not you,
Do we
Alea.
have
Not
to-
you, Alea.
Do we have to add 4 plus 3 and then divide 455 by 7?
Okay.
I think.
You think?
I think I know.
Go ahead, Tavana.
Divide the Arabica beans by 4 and then and then put it over 7.
What?
Divide the Arabica beans by 7. Wait, one equal part is 1/7 of that.
One equal part is what?
You add the 4 and 3.
Say it
and then
again,
you
Chanel.
divide-
4 and
You
3.
add the 4 and 3, which is 7, and then you divide it by 455.
Thank you. Very good.
And do the answer by 4.
Thank you. So in order for us to get one equal part, you have to take 455, okay, which is the weight of the Arabica beans in the blend, okay, and divide it by the sum of the ratio numbers. Like some of you said earlier, okay? I'm surprised the rest of you didn't get this. I'm sure we've done these questions before. So when we add 4 plus 3, what do we get? Do 4 plus 3. What is that? That's gonna be what? 4 plus 3 is?
7.
Is 7. Very good. So we have 455 divided by what?
7.
Divided by 7. Very good. And when we divide those two, what we get? When you all divide, what you all got? So let's go ahead.
65.
So 7 into 455. What'd you say?
65.
65. Okay, 4 into 45 goes what? 6 times?
Yes, sir.
4 times 6 is what?
42.
42. 42. Minus. Where is yes. Shantasia? Where's Shantasia? Shantasia?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Do you understand what we're doing so far?
No, sir, because I just joined.
You just joined. Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, so we say 7 into 455. How many times does 7 go into 455? That's gonna be what? How many times does 7 go into 45? That's gonna be what? 6 times. So 7 times 6 is what? 42. 5 minus 1 is? 5 minus 2 is? 3. All right. Bring down the
5.
Bring down the 5. How many times does 7 go into 35?
5 times.
7 goes into 35 how many times? 5 times. 7 times 5 is what?
35.
35. Good. And so that means, so we have 35 minus 35, which gives us what? 0. Okay. So that means that 455 divided by 7 is going to be what?
65.
65. Very good. 65. Any questions on how we got that so far?
No, sir.
We good?
That's right.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And then we have 1 equal part, and we're gonna be, so 1 equal part is 65 grams. Now we need to figure out what is gonna be the weight of what? Arabica beans. So are we gonna get that? Arabica beans is gonna be what?
You have to
Number Arabica beans is, go ahead, Amaya.
you have to multiply 65 times 4.
Very good, because the number of equal parts for Arabica is 4. So it's 4 equal parts, okay? And so we have here is we have Arabica beans 4. So we're gonna say 65 times 4, which gives us what? It's gonna be 65. 65.
260.
Multiplied by 4.
260.
260. Okay. So we have 4 times 5 is what? 20. Put a 0 down, put the 2 up. 4 times 6 is what?
24.
24 plus 2 is? 4 times 6 is? 4 times 6 is 24 plus 2 is? 26. Very good. So there's going to be what?
160.
260.
260.
260. So it's going to be 260 grams. So that means that the weight of Arabica beans in this blend is going to be 260 grams. Very good. Okay. Where is what's her name? What's her name? Jaden? Do you understand how I got 260? Jaden Gomez?
Yes, sir.
How did I get 260?
You divided, well, you found 4 plus 3, and that gave you 7. Then you divided it by 455, and then you add 65.
Where do we
then
get the 7 from?
the 4 plus 3.
Very good. Good, continue.
The 65 times 4, and then 260.
Good. Okay, so that's gonna be 260. Very good. So we have 260 grams, and that's our answer here. Okay. Anyone understand how we got 260? Let me know, please, if you understand how we got 260.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, take a picture of this
Yes.
and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. We have to do part B. Do part B. Part B. Okay, good. So part B is going to be this question. It says, let me erase all this. Were you all done with the first slide? Let me know if y'all were finished with that.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. My drawings. Okay, good. Go ahead. Jermaine. Where's Jermaine? Jermaine, where's Jermaine? Jermaine, can you hear me? Where's Jermaine? Can I from Jermaine? Jerusalem, can you read the question for me, please?
First the D's and answer and now the J's.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Jermaine. I'm not Jermaine, Jerusalem.
Mr. Petit, may I please be excused?
Yes, we can. Where's Jerusalem? Can I from Jerusalem? Janae Williams?
Sorry, so I'm right here.
Okay, go ahead and read the question for me, please.
Coffee break. Prepare a blend of coffee containing Arabica beans and Brazil beans in the ratio 4 to 7. Coffee break has placed an order of 150 kilograms of Brazil beans. Calculate the weight of Arabica beans to be ordered to make their blend.
Very good. Thank you, Drusilla.
Welcome.
And Kushana Store. Read the question for me, please.
Coffee Break prepares a blend of coffee. I guess it is good, yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Let me let me lower it.
Okay, I can see it now.
See it now?
Coffee Break. Huh?
Go ahead. Okay, no problem. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Coffee Break prepares a
Excuse me,
blend.
Mr. Petit.
1 second. Allow her to read, please.
Oh, sorry.
Coffee Break prepares a blend. No. A blend of coffee. Mr. Petit, I still can't see.
Okay, no problem. Let me lower it. That's fine. Some people device doesn't allow them to see the lower part, so. Okie dokie. Okay, you can read it now.
Coffee Break prepares a blend of coffee containing. What this word is, Mr. Petit?
Arabica.
Arabica beans and Brazil beans in the ratio 4:3. Coffee Break has placed an order of 150 kilograms of Brazil beans. Calculate the weight of, what the word is again, Mr. Petit?
Arabica.
Arabica beans to be ordered to make their blend.
Very good, thank you. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer this. So we have, how are we gonna do this class? We place an
You
order
could
of 150.
evenly share it.
Go ahead.
You could evenly share it.
Go ahead, Chanel. Tell me.
You could evenly share it.
Explain.
I think I have a way to
Like,
solve it. Sorry.
Go Chanel and then Amaya.
like you put the ratio, you put the ratio down, and then you figure out how you get from 3 to 150, and 3 times 50 gives you 150. So you have to do 4 times 50, which is 200, and then that's times it. I do.
Okay, I think you take
Wait, Miss Morris. Let Amaya go. I never thought about it that way, but that way could work, Chanel.
I was saying something similar as well. If you find out, well, the Brazilian is the 3 part.
Yeah.
So you know that the 150 is equal to the 3.
Yes.
And you divide 150 by 3 so you could find out how much one equal part is.
Yes.
And once you find out what one equal part is, you could add that part to the next 3. So that'll give you 4.
So
if I can do that properly. But yes, you'll be able, or you could just find out what the one equal part is and times it by 4.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, good. And Miss Morris, how about you? Miss Morris, are you there? No. We can't hear you, Miss Morris. Can't hear you. All right, so basically, we have defined what a 1 equal part for this one. And 1 equal part is gonna be, because remember, if you look carefully, the 150, let me go here. The 150 is for what? Brazil beans or Arabica? The 150 is for what? Which beans?
The Brazil.
The Brazil beans. And that's gonna be what? 3 equal parts. So if we know that there are 3 equal parts for Brazil beans, and we know that Brazil beans is 150 kilograms, then all we need to do is take 150 and divide it by 3. So for us to get 1 equal part for this one, we have to say 150 divided by what? Divided by 3. And what is 150 divided by 3? That gives us what? That gives us what? 150 divided by, that gives us 50 kilograms, right? 50 kilograms. Okay. And what is, if we, so that's going to be 1 equal part, but they want the weight of the Arabica beans. Arabica beans is how many equal parts? Arabica beans accounts for what? How many equal parts does Arabica beans accounts for? It accounts for what?
4.
4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. And so what that means is that we're going to say, okay, the weight of Arabica beans is going to be equal to 50 kilograms multiplied by 4. And what is 50 times 4? That's going to give us what? 200. So that means that the weight of Arabica beans is going to be 200 kilograms. And that's how we're going to get that. First, we do 150 divided by 3, which gives us 50. And then we multiply 50 by 4 to get 200 kilograms. And that's how we're going to get that right there. Any questions on this? Let me know, please, if you have any questions on this ratio question. If there are any questions on this, let me know, please, if there are any questions on this.
Thank you for the explanation. I was going about this very wrong.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else? Any questions?
Mr. Potato, if I didn't do it my way, then it would have been wrong.
No, I didn't say they're wrong. Your way could work too. Because if you look at it, let's do it that way, right? I never thought of it, but it's a good idea. Because if you have 4 and 3, right? You know, okay, what times 3 gives you 150? What times 3 gives you 150? That's gonna be what? 50?
50.
Yeah, 50. So you multiply this by 50. Okay. And whatever you do to this side, you must do to the next side. So you multiply this by 50. And in both cases, we still get what? Still get 200. Okay. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. And so the answer is definitely 200. All right, class, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that for me, please. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit, reminder the conversion of the metrics. I don't know how to call it. The units.
Yeah, we can do it
on the next class, please.
Yeah, I can forget you. Why do you think I can forget you? Genesis.
I just making sure because boy, I start this paper and I say, Lord, look like
Genesis,
I'm doing prep classes.
What did I tell you? I don't know if I told you all this already. We create what we fear the most. Okay? We create what we fear the most. So if you keep on being scary, oh, I won't fail, then you might end up failing because you're too paranoid. So
I was confident until I read the first question and everything stopped working in my brain and I started calling you.
Yeah, we create what we fear the most. So that's why a lot of people have test anxiety. Anyone in there have anxiety when they doing tests? Like shut down.
Me. Just math.
Anxiety. You go blank. You go
I actually like tests.
You go blank. You go blank, forget everything. Right? Forget everything. What Mr. Petit say? I can't remember. Did he say subtract first or divide
Just
first?
like me.
Oh boy.
That was literally me today.
So full of anxiety. Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. Yeah, so some people just get full of anxiety. But the way to do it is practice under test environment. Like time yourself. So get a past paper and time yourself. See if you do it well. That's a good idea. Like give yourself a mark. You don't have to wait until you reach in class to get a mark.
Excuse me, Mr.
Give
Petit.
yourself a mark. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm doing the independent candidate thing. I wanted to know if what year you think is good to get. I wanted to get them and I guess just let you look over them for me, but I wanted to know what year you would recommend me
To
to
start from.
press. Yes.
You should get the
Or
book.
like
You should get the book.
they sell it at test and evaluation.
No. Don't get the book. Don't get it from testing evaluation. That'll be too expensive. Message me. I'll tell you where to get. I could even get the book for you. Right?
Okay.
You in New Providence, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can get the book for you. And because the book have different years compiled. I think Xavier has that book. Where's Xavier?
I have it too.
You have it?
I get mine from the resource center.
Yeah. There's a place in Carmichael Road. But just message me. I could get it for you, and then you can move from there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing to do. All right, let's go.
Is that only the maths or with all the subject, the book?
The books. They have it for every subject. Every subject.
I have all of them.
Yeah, they have it for
And
every
how much that is?
I paid $15 for mine in Long Island, so I don't know what y'all want to do.
Oh, they mark it up now. You don't know they ain't giving them stuff for $15.
Yeah, but
I think
that's
like,
like mine.
yeah.
That's like they got mine for. So
Yeah.
every book that I got, I purchased the English, whatever. Social study, everything was $15 a piece.
They're like, I think that store sells it for like 20 something.
And it's
Like,
a big thick box.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
a big thing.
cheap. I was
Yeah.
getting nervous.
Yeah, but 20 something. All right, let's go ahead and move on to English language. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is.
Dropkick.
Say it again?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Today is
My mind in a whole nother dimension.
in the gutter. All right, today's 24th of March, 2025. Okay. The subject is, of course, mathematics. English language.
Español.
I know, right? English language. Okay. All right.
Mr. Petit, I think Duolingo coming up to you.
I know, right? Yeah, they might as well give me a sponsorship.
I don't think so.
I get advertised their stuff. Affiliate link, that's the word. Affiliate link. Check this affiliate link in the description down below. All right.
That sounds like a scam.
Is that a scam? That's all right. So the last thing we did in English was what? The last thing we did. You remember? Hello? What was the last thing we did in English? No one can remember?
Common
We did the
keywords
common
or
key.
Yes,
comprehension.
common keywords, very good. So we talked about the different words that they use that they may have on your exam for you to be able to just get a good understanding of, like, if they say define, if they say illustrate, if they say to compare, if they say contrast. By the way, what did we say compare means to do? Compare. What does compare mean?
Like similarities between two things.
So there's only similarities or what?
Differences.
So for compare, you list the similarities primarily, but you have to mention, so you could point out some differences, right? You could point out some differences even when they tell you to compare. Now, when they say contrast, what does that mean? Contrast, what does that mean?
The opposite.
Not the opposite. You mean the opposite between two things, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, the opposite. Like that. Contrast
Excuse me,
means
Mr. Petit, can I go to the bathroom, please?
yes, we can. Right? So when they say contrast means to state the differences, right? You only want to focus on the differences. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and deal with this topic. So the topic for the day is we're gonna be looking at detecting bias. Detecting bias. Detecting bias. And when we say bias, right? So okay, this is a very good point, right? So we live in a world of information. So we could call this, in many ways, we could make the case that this is the information age, right? Now, since we're in the information age, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does bias mean? What does bias
when
mean?
you decide to
False
favor
information.
something more than the next.
Is bias false information?
No, isn't it like when you favor something more over the next, or like you favoritizing something?
Like you have a more favorable view on certain things more than others, right? Is bias good?
Depends on what it is. No.
Depends on what it is.
Discrimination.
Discrimination. All right. So like the people who say Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback.
Evidence proof.
Is that factual or is that bias?
Bias.
That's bias, right?
No, sir, factual.
But the people who say Patrick Mahomes is the greatest Super Bowl is the greatest quarterback of all time. That is facts, right? That can't be no bias, right?
Factual.
That's factual, right?
No bias.
What about Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I might could give you Tom Brady, but I can't give you Jalen Hurts. I can't.
Mr. T, in the Super Bowl, how much completions Patrick Mahomes had? 0.
Anyway, I mean that's not.
And Ford, wake up.
Mr. Petit, you forget one thing.
What happened?
Steph Curry's the GOAT.
Oh yeah, a basketball, of course. Number 30. We know that. We know that, of course.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. So when we talk about bias is all that we just talked about just now. That's a perfect example. That's just bias. I am biased towards Patrick Mahomes, and therefore I will give you evidence that is for Patrick Mahomes. I will tell you that he went to Super Bowl. He got 3 championships. He's the youngest to ever do that. He almost repeated. Like, I would give you the information that would support him. Whereas someone else who with Tom Brady, they might say, hey, well, Tom Brady won it 7 times, right? Bias is bias opinion or fact?
Opinion and fact. Could be both.
It could be. It depends. But bias is still subjective, right? Bias is still subjective. What do we mean by subjective? It's something that's subjective. It's what?
Based on personal feelings.
It's based on personal feelings. Yes, it's subjective. So bias is a subjective way of thinking, right? That tells only one side of the story. So for example, if I say who is better, boys or girls, what would y'all say?
Girls.
Boys.
Girls?
Girls. Right?
Girls and boys.
Girls and boys? I say
equal because I'm not biased.
If I say who is better, PLP or F&M, what would y'all say?
Equal because I'm not biased.
Whichever party I join.
Which one is better?
None of them.
F&M or PLP, which one is better?
F&M.
F&M. F&M?
None.
Wow. No PLP in the building?
No
Wow.
BLB.
Hello.
Wow.
I don't really tell. I'm a
Wow.
Gotta
bias.
ride the wave like Brave.
Wow.
Anybody saw that meme going wrong with
Brave
the
is not
baby
Guys,
shaking his
this
knees
is
at
it.
the pool?
Wow.
Talk about how you feel about Brave.
Brave is washed.
You will see the
Wow.
baby knocking his knees next to the pool. They say that's how people feel about Brave.
Wow. I thought that the PLP was on the verge of winning the next election. But if you
They're on
ask
the brink of brokenness.
if you ask a PLP, they'll tell you that the PLP is the best party in the whole world. They've done nothing wrong. If you ask
Mr.
F&M,
Petit, this isn't a talk show. This is
if
class.
you ask F&M, they'll tell you what the F&M is the best party in the world. Da, da, da. If you ask Lincoln Bean, he'll tell you, something else.
What are you on?
So bias is a subjective way of thinking, and this is very important for you when you're reading, when you're listening to anything, to understand that the author is not always neutral. Sometimes the author or the speaker is saying stuff because they have their own, agendas, basically. And so you have to be able to understand when someone is speaking in a biased way and how because you don't want to be biased, right? You don't want to be biased. You want to be objective. Objective means straight up, like telling the truth, factual, right? So in your writing, you don't want to be biased. You want to be factual. You want to be professional. You want to be formal. You want to be factual, right? And so that's very important. So when you're reading stuff, you have to be able to detect bias. And when you're writing, you need to be able to detect bias in yourself and to try to be as objective as you can be, right? So that's what the most important part. So try in your writing to be as objective and don't be biased. So bias is a subjective way of thinking that tells one side of the story, okay? It occurs when someone influences you by presenting a slanted view of information, or by presenting an emotional appeal. Okay, so it is subjective. It's not based on facts. All right, it's subjective. It's not based on facts. Okay, so who's better, Biden or Donald Trump? Who's better?
Biden.
Joe Biden.
Biden is better.
Mr. Petit, this isn't a political chat. This isn't a talk show.
Donald Trump is better.
Donald Trump is better.
Donald Trump.
Don't
All right.
worry.
Make America great again.
Make America great again.
Tomatoes crazy.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
I'm down to have a debate.
So are you biased or are you objective? That's the thing. Which one are you? Charlita,
I always talk facts, and
Mr. Petit,
all my debates are facts.
Facts? Okay. Charlita, we can't hear you.
I just joking, Mr. Petit.
I can't hear you,
Enough,
Charlie.
man.
Charlita. Is that
Sorry,
your...
I didn't even know my mic was unmuted.
Okay, good. Yeah, so whenever a question comes, right, you don't want to be biased with it. You want to be factual, right? And plus you need to be able to detect when persons are based on their own bias, they're trying to convince you otherwise. So because people are biased, they might present something and lie by omission, right? Like they might just say something and delete something, and because they don't say it, you don't really think about it, but they're actually lying because they fail to present the full view. So that's gonna happen, right? This result, because they're biased. So the result is that what? sometimes inaccurate information is presented, or a false impression is what is created. When you read and write, it is important. It is important that you identify whether there is any bias in the information. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
objective means bias, right?
No, subjective means, so let me write that down. So subjective is bias. It's bias, right? Objective is facts. Okay. So are you objective or are you subjective? Okay. Are you objective or are you subjective? That's a question for y'all. Which one are y'all? Objective or subjective?
Subjective, depending on what it is.
Depending on what it is.
I think we're all subjective because how can we know the facts?
Say it again.
How can we know the facts?
How can we know the facts?
Yes, sir.
What is 2 + 2?
4.
Interpretation.
That's facts. That ain't no interpretation.
62.
That ain't no interpretation. If you have 2 apples, Ralph, right? Right? Where's Ralph?
That's right.
If you have 2 apples, right? And I have another 2 apples. How many apples we have all together?
4.
4. So that there's no interpretation of it. That's facts. Like that's objective. You can't really debate about that.
We were taught that it's 4, but we don't know.
What you mean you don't know it's 4? You could literally see with your eyes.
It's only interpretation, I think.
That's not interpretation.
No facts.
All right, how many fingers do you have?
Oh, 10.
You have 10.
Well.
Someone have to tell you that you have 10 fingers. Like, you know you have 10 fingers, right? It's not a interpretation. That's literally facts. So what you gonna say? How many fingers you got?
Missing a finger, Mr. Petit.
He has 10 fingers. I've seen him in real life, right? So it's a fact. What you trying to say? There's no facts in the world?
That is a fact. Like, God is not.
Probably God.
Say it again?
Probably the existence of God. Probably.
Okay. The existence of God. But that's facts. I know probably attached to that. That's definitely facts.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so objective is facts, right? You can't question it. Right? Right? Okay, let me give you another fact. Where's Ralph?
Oh.
If someone shoots you in your head, let me not use you, you might be it. If you shoot me in my head with a gun, what's gonna happen to me?
You're gonna lose your body.
I'm gonna lose my what?
Your body.
Okay, is that a fact?
No, sir, you're gonna die.
Mr. Petit,
But you don't have to die. That's the thing.
I don't have to die, but
don't die.
Yeah, that is true. But
Can I headshot?
One sec.
Like straight up in there.
Can I die or can I lose my body if I can, right?
You can die.
Yes, you can.
I can, right? Ralph, I can.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility, right? Is that a fact?
Why so gruesome?
Is that a fact? Is that a fact?
Yes, it is a fact.
Yes, it is a fact.
Where's Ralph? I want to hear Ralph.
That's all right. I agree.
It's a fact. It's a fact. You go right there playing with a gun and say, oh, it's subjective. It's subjective. All right, then. Go right playing with a gun saying if it's subjective. Put your hand in fire and see if you don't get burned. Oh, it's subjective.
It depends on my feelings.
It depends on your feelings? Yeah, right. It don't depend on no feelings. Your biology, the biology inside your blood, that will tell you. You do it. Why don't you go ahead and do it? But subjective. Gotta be crazy.
I got
Did
it.
I set down on fire before? No.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My twin.
I was
I'm
doing
sure
the
you did.
trend with the
All right.
alcohol thing.
So when we listen to something, we have to give it a bias rating. Okay. So bias rating. So bias rating. By the way, why do you think persons might have biases? Why do you think people might present biased information?
Because
they
most of them
they want to admit a
you
point.
know, because they
Because
want you to like join their opinion.
they want you to believe what they're saying. What else?
And they want to admit a point.
They want to admit. They want. Say it again.
They want to admit a point.
They want to admit a point. Okay, so they want to push a point on you. Why else people might be biased, present biased information? Why?
Based off personal experience.
Based off their personal experience. That's true.
They want to gather a group of people to be on their side.
They want to gather a group of people on their side. But some people present biased information they don't even know. So they might present biased information because they don't have all of the information to go off, right? So sometimes it's not just malicious intent. Sometimes people might be genuinely presenting bias because they don't have the full picture. And that has happened to, and that's why it's very important to you as students that you have to read. Reading is so important because when you read, you get to see the full scope. So say, for example,
Then I become smart like you.
say, for example, someone is in their writing, they say, the Bahamas is the only archipelago in the world.
The biggest cause
Now, is that true?
No, sir.
No, that's
like
not.
we got Japan.
That's not true. That's not true. What is the largest archipelago? Anyone know? Y'all could look it up. What's the largest archipelago?
I actually don't know.
You don't know?
Ponciano.
Not Ponciano. You can look it up. What's the largest
Han,
archipelago?
he gave us right to look it up. Everybody hit the AI now.
Say hit the AI. You all should know that. What's the largest archipelago? It's not the Bahamas.
It ain't Japan either.
No.
Yeah.
What y'all got?
Malay or something like that.
North
Malay one.
Malaya?
What?
Malay.
It says
Malay.
The Malay Archipelago.
Okay.
Indo-Australia, no.
Okay, so some people didn't even know that there's other archipelagos. Why?
Japan is an archipelago.
So it's very important that you get exposed, right? You expose yourself to different information so that you won't be biased. Oh, the Bahamas is the best place in the whole world. Really?
Indonesia.
Indonesia, very good. Indonesia, that's the largest archipelago. All right. So we don't want to be biased. And how do we avoid being biased? Number one,
Malaysia is a country in Indonesia.
Yeah. So in order for us not to be biased, we have to be exposed. That's why reading is important, not just to increase your vocabulary, but reading is also important so you could identify bias in your own writing and in the writing of others. So when reading or writing, adopt the practice. So when they give you a reading comprehension exercise, or when you are writing your own stuff, or even when you listening to the listening comprehension thing, when you read, write, or listen.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
You could be practicing the listening comprehension.
Yeah, we have to
with
do
us.
listening. Yeah, we have to do listening comprehension. We might even do that next class. Should we do a next class or wait till? Let's do it next class. Let's do listening comprehension next class. Next English. Let's do that. So when you read, write, or listen, think about the possibility that bias might be distorting facts.
Excuse me, Mr. D. You can look at the job, please.
Yes, I can. right?
So is she biased?
1 second, 1 second. 1 second, class. I come right now. 1 second.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Nah.
LeBron James, bro.
Nah, it's Michael Phelps. I don't know what y'all.
It's Michael Jordan.
LeBron James.
I can
No,
debate.
no. Don't do that. Don't do that when I leave.
LeBron.
Cleveland, I heard you.
What is my favorite basketball player?
All right, so when you read write or listen, think about the possibility that bias may be the starting fact. Adopt the habit of scaling the material using the following rubric, right? So we can call it, or we could say the following scale. So we can say that something is almost totally unbiased. In that case, it'll be what? That'll be what? It'll be, if it's almost totally unbiased, it's probably what? What we could call it? We can say that it's what? Objective. Okay. That's one rung of the ladder. We can call that number 1. Almost totally unbiased. It's objective. Where would you find?
So you just skip past my question now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so almost totally unbiased, that's objective. What things you think you might read that it's almost totally unbiased? Objective. Do you think? Things that you could read that almost totally. A history book?
I was just gonna say a history
book.
article or something.
History article. You still gotta watch out for them because they still might be a little biased, but
Mr. Petit,
medical
is that supposed to
records?
be adopt?
Medical records?
Medical
Or-
records, yeah. I mean, as long as the doctors ain't trying to hide them.
The birth of Jesus Christ.
Are we sure that anything is unbiased?
Almost totally unbiased. That's the thing. Almost totally unbiased. That would be like
The Bible.
well, the Bible is definitely objective. All right, so you can't go against that. All right, so that would be almost totally unbiased is objective, right? Factual information. I would say something like a math journal, right? Or a science article. Those typically be unbiased. But sometimes it still could include it, right? But a lot of times it's unbiased. The next rung, mostly unbiased. We could say fairly. Oh, you know, it'd be almost totally unbiased. The weather reports. I forgot about them. Like, that might be typically unbiased. Fairly reliable. Most unbiased, mostly unbiased, fairly reliable. What would that be? Mostly unbiased, fairly reliable. That would be stuff like what? Fairly reliable.
The news sometime.
The news. Okay.
Sometime.
Do y'all believe that CNN is unbiased? CNN.
No, sir. Not CNN, not Fox, none of them.
Do y'all believe that CNN is unbiased?
No, CNN, so I don't know.
How about Fox? Is Fox unbiased?
Definitely not Fox.
They're definitely
No,
not.
don't come for my Fox now. Don't come for Fox.
What?
Do not come for Fox.
They are so mean. Oh my goodness.
No.
That's very biased.
No, CNN is the most unbiased piece of thing that exists. I rather Fox any day. Because I mean, that's a biased statement right there. But you know, Fox. Listen. CNN is for the Democrats. Fox is for the Republicans. That's how it is. They don't report. Let me tell you something. News is no longer like, oh, they just report news. No, sir. No, sir. Some are right-leaning, some are left-leaning, and some are center.
Propaganda.
Yeah, they just basically, yeah. So, but the Bahamas news. ZNS, I don't know. I don't know the politics of ZNS. I can't say. Right?
I think the Bahamas.
I don't think they have any.
I don't
I don't
yeah,
think they have any.
I don't think they know. Now the Guardian. Now Guardian. How about Guardian or Tribune? Are they biased? Are they?
On the Tribune news.
I think they fair.
You think they fair? I'd say that they'll go under mostly unbiased, fairly reliable. Because I've seen where some of those newspaper outlets was not being honest. I'd say fairly reliable. They're mostly unbiased, fairly reliable. I think most news you could put under this, right? Mostly unbiased, fairly reliable. I can't say most news. Some news you could put under this. Okay, next. The next category would be somewhat biased. Somewhat bias. Then the third category is going to be fairly bias. Fairly biased. Probably unreliable. And then this one's going to be totally biased.
My teachers.
Don't say that, please. Don't say that. Highly.
It's true though.
Subjective.
But see, Bill, my homeroom teacher do to me.
No, Joel, I don't want to hear no reports.
Yes.
I'm not biased. I'm reliable.
Minus you. Kind of. What?
I'm not biased.
So, like, you want to talk about like some people.
Wow.
We can throw some of these people under the bus, you know.
All right. So totally biased.
Don't say some. Only me.
Totally biased. Highly subjective. Will be stuff like that. That will be highly subjective.
That LeBron is not the GOAT.
Yes. Sports commentary is highly subjective. Political commentary, highly subjective.
They can't do a slam dunk.
Religion, highly subjective. Culture,
like
highly subjective, right? Yeah, commercial ads, gosh, highly subjective.
Very.
Commercials, my goodness. They'll make you feel like, right? They'll make you feel like Nike is the only brand that you should buy. All right. Okay, good. I'm going to read a passage and then I want you to rate it. How would you rate the following passage for bias? Okay, you all ready for me to read it?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to read it. Otherwise, the only option is for me to write it, and I don't want you all to write a whole paragraph. So I'm going to read it twice, all right? So how would we rate it? So you're going to tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the scale of biasness. All right. You ready? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. I've just discovered 2 of New Providence's unique dining options that aren't located in the busy tourist areas. And I've got to tell you about them. One of these restaurants is Footprints in the Sand. Not only is the name eye-catching, but its cuisine has drawn rave reviews from the world's toughest critics. Footprints in the Sand offers stunning ocean views and a unique atmosphere. For genuine Bahamian cooking at low prices, you must dine there. It's far off the ocean. It's far off the beaten path, but the restaurant has numerous lunch and dinner specials that make the drive worthwhile. With the exceptions of a few entrees, the prices are not too expensive and the cuisine is often created creative, and flavorful. The second restaurant is A Taste of Heaven. You should be able to find something, you should be able to find something at A Taste of Heaven that you can afford, and the meals are somewhat delicious. How would you rate this? Is it a 1? Is it biased? If it's so, how biased? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
4.
How would you rate this?
2 or 3?
I would say 4.
5. 3.
3?
Like,
3 or 5? 3 or 5?
5 and I
4.
5?
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4? Oh, wow. Let me read it again.
No.
I
Listen,
think
let's see.
2.
You got
Let
it?
me tell you why I pick 5.
Why you pick 5?
Because the restaurant name is A Taste of Heaven. How you know what heaven tastes like?
No, that's not why it's biased. It's just the name of the restaurant.
No, sir.
No.
Bias, Mr. Petit.
Why would you lie in your restaurant name?
That's not, you're missing the point if that's gonna be your reason. Anyone else? Go ahead.
I feel 2.
Go ahead, Tavana.
Right? So they were saying how the price is low, but then they saying except for a few entrees. So the price is low except for a few entrees. So that means them entrees probably like $40-$50.
No,
and then you might find
Some people's some people's idea of high and low prices are different. So you can't even really go off of that.
But y'all missing the point though. I'm gonna read it one more time. Please. Come on. It's right in our faces. It's right in our faces. Listen.
I just want to say I feel like it's mostly unbiased.
You feel like it's mostly unbiased. Okay. Let me read it again. Listen, please.
I'm gonna say like somewhat biased.
Listen. I've just discovered 2 of New Providence's unique dining options that aren't located in the busy tourist areas, and I've got to tell you about them. One of these restaurants is Footprints in the Sand. Not only is the name eye-catching, but its cuisine has drawn rave reviews from the world's toughest critics. Footprints in the Sand offers stunning ocean views and a unique atmosphere. For genuine Bahamian cooking at low prices, you must dine there. It's far off the beaten path, but the restaurant has numerous lunch and dinner specials that make the drive worthwhile. With the exception of a few entrees, the prices are not too expensive and the cuisine is often creative and colorful. The second restaurant is A Taste of Heaven. You should be able to find something at A Taste of Heaven that you can afford, and the meals are somewhat delicious. What is the bias rating?
2.
2 or 3?
2 or 3?
I would say 3.
3.
I'm gonna go with 2.
Can I explain why I said 2?
Wait, okay, let's do this. Put the answer inside the chat. What is the bias rating?
I agree with 2.
What is the bias rating? Put the answer inside the chat. What is the bias rating on this? Okay, put your answer inside the chat.
Mr. Petit, can I say why I said 2?
Yes, you can. Why you say 2?
Okay, because basically, I don't think it's biased because, like, there were multiple different, like, opinions from, like, food critics and stuff. So those are, like, mostly factual, I guess. And, like, there's also, like, factual information in most of them, other than a few opinionated, like their price wise, like those are factual. So like I think none of it is, majority of it is factual, and a little bit of it is opinionated. But like that's why I said 2. It's mostly unbiased.
All right, so we'll go with
I agree with all.
2, 2.5, 3, 2, like around those range, right? That's what we'd say, right?
A high 3.
A high 3. Okay. Class, I am sorry to tell you, but the bias rating for this is a big whopping 5.
I tell you that, Mr. D.
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Everybody tastes much different.
4 or 5.
I mean, it just say for all of them to taste good.
It's
so,
very easy to. I can't believe y'all didn't see it.
Hold on, Mr. D.
But you had what his name was said 4 as soon as you gave us the option.
4 or 5. Nothing. It's
I
not
don't-
3. It's not 2. It's not 1. This is so biased. Why is it so biased? All right.
Because of like three different
Because
compliments about
of
It
the
was
critic.
exaggerated.
Because of the what?
it's like they give too much compliments, like too much good compliments, like nothing bad.
No,
No.
they was exaggerating.
No.
Just
No, that's not why. If you look at this, right, they talk way more about footprints in the sand. And they only mention like 2 lines about a taste of heaven. Y'all ain't notice that?
I just
Like
realized.
the most of the passage was about footprints in the sand. Literally only 2 sentences was mentioned about a taste of heaven. And then when they mentioned a taste of heaven, they said, you could find something at a taste of heaven that you could afford. And the meals are somewhat delicious. It's like
I didn't even hear that.
yes. Like,
But I still don't get it being like biased though.
it is biased because it started off by saying, I've just discovered 2 of New Providence's unique dining options that aren't located in the busy tourist areas, and I've got to tell you about them. So if you are not being biased and you're going to tell me 2, you have to tell me as much information as you tell me about one, you have to tell me as much information as the other. You can't spend most of the passage talking about footprints in the sand and only give me 1 line on a taste of heaven. And then when you mention a taste of heaven, you say, well, somewhat delicious. That's biased to the utmost.
I mean,
All right?
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, they totally biased. So the bias rating of 4 or 5 on that. Probably unreliable. They probably paid to do that. Y'all ever watch YouTube videos where they they're telling you all the good things about this gadget and stuff like that? You pay it. They pay you to do that advertisement. So this one is clearly biased. Clearly biased. All right. So move on along. We're gonna do one more thing and then we're gonna. So associated with bias is this notion of I don't know if we can get into this, but this notion of propaganda. Okay, so propaganda. What do we mean by propaganda? Propaganda is a form of, basically a form of bias. Propaganda, propaganda.
Please, nobody let Kim Jong-un see this.
Yes, true. Do not. I spelled this wrong. Let me spell it right. Propaganda. Propaganda is a form. King Jong-un, Chinese leader, is a form of misinformation.
North Korea, not
Yeah,
Chinese.
I'm sorry, North Korea. You're right. It is. Wait, are you King Jong-un's ally? How do you know? Are you a spy, Ralph?
No, so
You don't believe in reality, so he might be a Crimson. He might be a spy.
You don't believe in reality?
Too.
You believe in a matrix?
Is it Spy from Team Fortress?
Yeah,
All
but
right.
take the cake from me. I thought I was.
It is not telling lies. It is not telling lies. It's not telling lies. But selecting or omitting. You know what omit means, right? Y'all know what omit means, right? Omitting information. Omitting means like to delete some. Like don't say it. All right. And presenting it in a way to what? To persuade someone to adopt a particular point of view. Okay. So propaganda is when you only mention certain things, but you only mention everything. And students do this all the time. So, Antoine, how was your day at school? My day at school was great. You know, my teacher, they had, we did the RK assignment. We learned about, in math, we learned about algebra. And Antoine did not tell his mommy one bit about how he punched the boy in the face, how the teacher had to carry him to the office. He didn't tell his mommy that yet. Why? He purposely omit that part and tell all the good stuff. Anyone ever done that before? You want to tell them
You
that?
gotta wait for the
You
right
ain't-
moment.
Everybody do it before.
Right?
Mr. T,
That's
if I come home
propaganda.
with any news like that,
Yes,
I'll
sir,
wait
but
tell my mommy about the fall asleep or be in a happy mood. That's when I'll tell her. And then after that, I go on
I think. So propaganda is when you select certain information. So in your writing, please do not be like footprints in the sand and a taste of heaven. Present your information in a balanced way. If you're gonna mention something about this, mention something about that, right? Be balanced, don't be biased. And when you're presenting information, don't omit certain things just to make your argument look good. Present it in a balanced way so that the author or the reader could see that, hey, this person, they are genuinely constructing a well thought of argument. Okay. So politicians use propaganda. All politicians, every last one. All politicians use propaganda. Propaganda. I don't care who it is. Propaganda to gain support, for their policies. And advertisers, that means people who want you to buy their stuff, they use what? They use propaganda. They use it to persuade you to buy their products. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question. God forbid, right? But Hubert Minnis dead.
Is he what?
Is Hubert Minnis alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He's alive.
I ain't had nothing about him in so long.
Yeah, he's going back to being a doctor. You know he's a doctor, right? Dr. Human Minnis. All right.
I didn't know that.
So Dr. Human Minnis, I think that gives it away. So in order for us to have propaganda, they use assertion. So an assertion is basically an enthusiastic statement that is presented as facts. All right. They're simply to the point. They might say, chocolate bran is the one that scientists prefer, or raisin bran is the one that clinicians prefer, right? And that's an assertion, right? An assertion. Now, do all clinicians prefer that? No, but they say it, right? Then you might have a glittering generality, right? So what does that mean? It's just basically when you generalize something and you add glitter on it. That's why it's very important for you to be careful about making broad general statements, because that could make you lose points, right? Instead of saying all boys are nasty and no good, you can say some, right? Instead of saying all pot cakes
My table is very shiny.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Instead of saying all pot cakes are ugly looking, you can say some, right? Don't avoid generalities, right? Okay, so
next, name one pot cake will look good.
Next, another thing that people use in order for them to propaganda, they use fear, right? What would happen if this party come? What would happen if the next thing come? Or another thing that people use is testimonials, right? So testimonials could be propaganda too, because just because this happened for this person, it doesn't mean that it will happen for you exactly in the same way. So you gotta be careful. So you gotta be careful with the propaganda.
They also
And-
use it with climate changes.
Oh yeah, definitely. You ain't gotta worry about that. And then card stacking, name calling, all that stuff is different propaganda. Logical fallacies, right? Like for example, they might say, they may make a connection that's not really associated with that. And you might think they associated, but it's not really associated, and cause you to buy something or believe something. And so you want to avoid, you want to be able to detect it in other people writing. When you're listening to maybe a listening comprehension, when you're reading a comprehension, or when you're writing your own stuff, you want to make sure that you avoid bias. Try to be objective, try to be factual, try to be balanced. Even if you feel some type of way, still try to be logical and formal and present it in a way that it could, no matter what sides of the aisle, if they read this stuff, they could be like, you know what? I think this person is actually presented in the right way because they're not biased. I could see the facts of the situation. All right. All right. So if you're done with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're done with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're done with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. It's a good propaganda. It says, buy Adora detergent. In all the years I've spent as a heavyweight champion of the Bahamas, Adora is the only detergent that washes my clothes clean. Why is that propaganda? Why is that bias? Say it
He only
again.
uses Adora detergent.
Say it again, Devana.
He only has used Adora detergent.
He only has used that, right? So of course it's the only one that washes his clothes clean, right? I like that one. I am a former educator, and I know that education is the key component for our democracy. Vote for my party, and we'll ensure that all schools in the country are well financed. Why is that propaganda?
Because some children don't want to learn.
Because some children don't want to learn.
Not everyone want education. Not everyone like plans on doing like. Not everyone plans on going like to class and stuff.
Okay. Well, just because you are a former educator, that doesn't mean I should vote for your party. I mean, it doesn't mean that I should vote for you.
He could do something opposite if he want to.
All right. If you're ready, take a picture of your notes, you can go. Make sure detect bias, give it a bias rating, and avoid propaganda. All right. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Mr. Petit, this class felt extra long.
This one?
Good night,
Yes,
Mr.
I don't know. I feel like I've been here
night.
forever.
Wow. You mean math and English or just English?
Oh.
Wow. It felt short to me. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Anyways, good night.
Good night. Have a good night's rest. Maybe you need some rest. That's why.
I have to go finish loosening up my hair.
Okay.
Petite, me and you gonna fight.
I haven't forgot. Jen, listen, the weekend was good. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. You can have that by you can have that to you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
And
night,
that's
everyone.
and that's not propaganda. That's the truth.
Also, good night.
Good night. Good night. Have a
Good
wonderful.
night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
That's good.
Good night. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let me go ahead and sharing.